everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm super excited because I am going to be unboxing the Abominable book club box for October. So we'll hop into that in just a sec, but first please make sure to click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my uploads. So if you're not familiar with Abominable, they are a UK-based bookish subscription service that is geared towards lovers of horror and thriller and all things spooky and scary. So there are two subscription levels that you can choose from. So you get the basic level, which is just the books, or you can choose the full guts box, which is what I have, and you get the books and all of the other goodies that come with it. And I've mentioned before that what I love particularly about this subscription service is they have a love of used books, which I do as well. So they always have a new release as well as a vintage horror. So everyone is going to get something a little different. And I think that that is just absolutely spectacular. So I'll leave all of the information for Abominable linked down below in the subscription box if you want to go check them out. So let's get right into the box here. So I did open it already just to make sure everything came intact, and I noticed on the very top I actually had a little bit of a giggle because we have some sherbet lemons. And if anybody else is a Harry Potter fan out there, you'll know that sherbet lemons is Professor Dumbledore's favorite type of candy. So I was super excited to get these. I've never had them before, so I'm really excited to try these out. I'm sure they're gonna have some pucker power behind them. And next, if you guys saw my unboxing from last month, you'll know that there was actually, we had the pin that was missing and we had a punctured pack of hot chocolate. So they did include an extra pack of hot chocolate here, as well as September's pin. So it says People to Kill, and it is a very, very thick book. So that's a super cool pin. I really, really like that. So that was last month's pin, and this month's pin is very, very cool. So I believe this was inspired by Junji Ito's last book that had to do with really creepy spirals. So that's really cool. So on top here we have our used book. So this always comes wonderfully wrapped, and it has a little wax seal here on top. And we'll leave that until the very end. And we have some bookmarks. So we have this one here with a Stephen King quote, and you can see Mr. King there. And this looks like an advertisement for the Constant Reader podcast. So it says now available to stream, so I'll have to check that out. And we also have our spook mark. So it says Happy All Hallows-ween. Who else is excited for Halloween? I am. And on the back here is a little bit of microfiction. So this is written by Owen Morgan, who is one of the owners over at Abominable. And I don't always read these out, but this one is really, really great. So I'll just read this to you quickly. Spookmark 1, Series 3. First, they opened my head and scooped out my filling. Great handfuls they took, fingers sticky and dripping. They carved through my mouth and poked at my eyes. The little ones laughed while the biggest one sliced. Once they were done, they showed no regret, dumping my corpse on the third wooden step. They lit my remains with a flickering flame and went back inside while the visitors came. I sat and I watched as they all passed me by. None saw my pain and none heard my cries. How could this happen to me, of all things, a God-fearing gourd who never once sinned? The witching hour came and the fire in me grew. It's obvious now what I have to do. I'll show them all why you don't mess with Jack, and this is All Hallows-ween. So that is a really cool little piece of fiction. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I think I'm going to keep it probably and stick it in a scrapbook somewhere. So one thing I really love about this box is that you don't get a whole lot of knickknacks and things that I wouldn't normally like, but you do get a little package of hot beverages. So this is great because between the treats and the beverages, everything in this box besides the books is pretty much consumable. So we have a mint fusion tea and a decaffeinated tea. So I'm not sure if everybody got these ones. I can't remember. But I did mention in my last unboxing that I don't drink a whole lot of caffeine. So I really appreciate that they did include something for me in this box. That's great. And we did get another package of the Galaxy hot chocolate. So we have 2 packets of that. And we did get a couple of single serve coffees. So we have Very Vanilla and Irish Cream. And Irish Cream coffee is one of my absolute favorite things to indulge in. So I think I'll really, really enjoy those. Just move the book out of the way here and get down to the other little goodies. So next up we have the Black Static magazine for this month. And this has some great cover art on here. And I've never actually read one of these magazines, but it looks like it's really, really well printed. And I'm sure I'll have fun flipping through this and reading all of the little stories. So this is a really great thing that they included. And this is something new. So this is a little flyer that says, got a secondhand book you've already read? Join the Abominable Book Exchange to trade with other abominations. So that's really great. So I guess it's on their Facebook group, so you can exchange used books because everyone who gets this box is probably a lover of used books as well, and I think that's really, really awesome. So our new release this month is Venus in the Blind Spot by Junji Ito, and I've heard some really, really great things about this book. I don't read a whole lot of manga or graphic novels, but I think this one is going to be really cool. Just flipping through it here, it's got some great illustrations. So that's super creepy, and it looks like we have some more spirals here as well. So let's just see what this one is about. This striking collection presents the most remarkable short works of Junji Ito's career, featuring an adaptation of Endogawa Ranpo's classic horror story, The Human Chair, and fan favorite, The Enigma of Amigara Fault. With a deluxe presentation including special color pages and showcasing illustrations from his acclaimed long-form manga, No Longer Human, each chilling tale invites readers to revel in a world of terror. So I am super excited to read this one. Like I said, I've heard some really, really good things about this, and thank you Abominable for including such an awesome book. So this is what I've been waiting for. It is our secondhand book. So if you guys watched my video from last month, you'll know that we actually got a inscribed autographed copy of a used vintage horror, which was in great condition, and I was so surprised to get it, and it was my very first box, so that's awesome. So let's see if we'll have any more surprises with this one. Oh, cool. So we have Cabal by Clive Barker. And I've heard a lot about this book, actually. I haven't read any Clive Barker myself, but I know that he is a beloved horror author, and I've heard some good things about this book, so that's awesome. Let's just see when this was printed. So this was printed in 1988. And just taking a quick flip through here, I don't see any notes or scribbles or autographs in here, but that's totally cool. So just reading from the back, the nightmare had begun. Boone now knew for sure that there was no place on this earth for him. No happiness here, not even with Laurie. He would let hell claim him, let death take him there. But death itself seemed to shrink from him. No wonder, if he had indeed been the monster who had shattered and violated and shredded so many others' lives. And Decker had shown him the proof, the hellish photographs where the victims were forever still, splayed in the last obscene moment of their torture. Boone's only refuge now was Midian, that awful, legendary place which gathered to itself in its monstrous embrace, the half-dead, the Nightbreed. So that sounds really, really awesome. There's probably a little bit of body horror in here, but the story itself sounds really cool, so I'm super happy to have this. And there you guys go. That was the October anniversary Abominable book box. Thank you again for Abominable for putting together such an amazing product. And again, I will link all of their information below down in the description box. Please make sure to like and comment on this video if you enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, stay spooky. Bye!